to inflict maximum damage on his ability to resist.
In the last war, both sides could have used bacterial warfare. They didn't.
It wouldn't have been decisive.
Can you be sure?
Well, maybe people still didn't get used to the idea of killing civilians.
Suggest you take that up with the civilians of London, Hamburg, Dresden, or Tokyo, killed by the thousands in bombing raids. I omit Hiroshima and Nagasaki, since those actions belong more properly to World War III than World War II.
I still don't see how we could restrict the war.
We could come to a mutual agreement with the Russians, to strike only at missile bases.
What if the missile bases were near the cities?
They would have an incentive to move them elsewhere.
They might take such an offer as a sign of weakness on our part.
Could be worth a try.
They've got as much to lose as we have. We're talking about the wrong subject. We've got to stop war, not limit it.
That is not up to us, General Black.
We're the ones who know most about it.
You're a soldier, Blackie. You carry out policy. You don't make it.
Don't kid yourself, Stag. The way we say a war can be fought is making policy. If we say we can fight a limited war with nuclear weapons, all we do is let everyone off the hook. It's what they want to hear. We can just keep on doing what we're doing, and nobody really gets hurt. Well, you can fight a limited war, and you know it.
For my part, I'm not so sure.
There's no such thing as a limited war anymore. Not with hydrogen bombs, there isn't. Once those bombs start to drop, you won't be able to limit a damn thing.
Are you advocating disarmament, General Black?
I don't know.
Well, it's the logic of your position. Peculiar reversal. Press would be interested. The military man who was the dove and the civilian who was the hawk.
We're going too fast. Things are getting out of hand.
Can you be more specific, General?
We're all trying to make war more efficient.
That's our job.
And we're succeeding. We now have the capacity to blow up the whole world several times over.
Which does not mean we must do it.
We won't be able to stop from doing it. That's the logic of your position, Rhoda. We're setting up a war machine that acts faster than the ability of men to control it. We're putting men into situations that are getting too tough for men to handle.
Then we must toughen the men.
Suppose they launch a first strike against us.
Then we retaliate. We're all finished.
Oh, would you prefer that only we were finished?
We have to prepare.
We're preparing. We've got to slow down.
I disagree. We've got to speed up. Naturally, that means taking risks. But our intention is always to minimize those risks. Of course, we can only control our own actions. Our concept of limited war is based on an equal rationality on the part of the Russians. It also presupposes there will be no accidents on either side. But suppose, for an example, that unidentified flying object was one of their 50 megaton missiles that had gotten loose by mistake. What could be done? How could they prove it was really an accident? Would it make any difference if they could? Even if we believed them, should we still think in terms of limiting our response, or should we hit them back with everything we have?
Storm down. What happened to it?
Colonel Cassio, let's go to condition yellow. It's dropped below the level at which our radar can pick it up, that's all.
We went to the next state of readiness.
Well, that's SOP, Mr. Knapp. Could be a commercial plane about to crash.
Well, normally planes taking evasive action.
Naturally, we prepare for the worst.
2 minutes to fail safe.
What are those planes following the bombers, General?
Fighter support. Auto condition yellow. From now on, we'll take a refueling and follow the bombers as far as they go.
What comes after condition yellow?
Green.
And then?
Red. But we've never gone to red yet.
Red means war. What is happening?
From jet planes suck air through their engines, our warning system can pick up the turbulences created.
Could be a commercial plane that's lost power, no turbulence would be created.
You're okay.
Off course? of the alarm.
1 minute to fail safe.
The Russian rockets are coming up low. Our radar can't pick it up.
Could it be an act? Could be anything.
How do you find out?
Now,
Places are tracking it.
Not wait too long.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All groups at fail-safe point.
Right on the dot. That's fine.
Colonel Cassio,
Yes, sir.
go to condition green.
Yes, sir.
Tell the planes to keep orbiting until we get positive identification of the UFO.
They do that anyway, sir. That's their orders.
Well, tell them again. I'll have to ask you gentlemen to leave now.
All right.
That is an order, Mr. Race Cub.
Got the wrong customer, General. The way I see it, we could be at war in just about 2 minutes. You can't get me back to my family in that time, so I'm staying right here and see what
There's
happens.
no place for you here.
Those bombs go, General. There's no place for me inside. If you want me out of here, you better call those MPs. I think it's coming up again. Can't wait any longer, sir.
Give me tight scale.
That's it, gentlemen. Sorry we alarmed you.
Contact all the planes and have them resume their normal patrol.
Yes, sir.
Colonel Grady?
Yes, what is it, Thomas?
What's the longest you've ever stayed at these fail-safe points?
The longest I ever stayed was 3 minutes, but I can tell you it seems like 3 years. This your first time?
Yes, sir.
Nervous?
No, sir.
It's only natural, you know.
I was just calculating fuel, sir.
How does the group hold in formation, Sullivan?
Right in orbit, sir. Even number 6 is tucked in.
Full Flynn. Half man, half bird.
Well, thank you very much. Must say it was quite a smooth system. What's that, Colonel? Checking, sir.
Okay, here. Send it to K-13.
Something blew in the fault indicator, sir. We're replacing the whole unit. The fault indicator is our master control. Tells us if something goes wrong on any of these other components.
Will something go wrong?
Well, no sign of it. We'll know as soon as they replace the unit.
Sir, the fail-safe box.
There must be some mistake. Check Omaha.
Can't get through.
Fuck.
Colonel. Interference.
What do you mean you can't get through? What kind of interference?
I don't know, sir. It's a kind I never heard before.
Well, try another band. Try all of them.
Can't get through, Colonel.
You must be trying to keep us from getting our bill signal.
Well, they're too late for that.
Request permission to authenticate on secondary channel. Permission granted.
Permission to verify, sir.
Permission granted.
Ground sequence correct for today, sir. Signal is go.
We will now both open